I'm Smitha and welcome to my channel Divine Vibrations. How are you all doing today? This reading is for the great conjunction that is happening on 21st of December, which is also the winter solstice. This conjunction is between the two largest major planets, the great planets of Jupiter and Saturn. This will be the closest encounter, the closest they will come to each other since 1623. Jupiter and Saturn will appear as a single star in the evening sky on the west horizon. Do check it out, you can see it with the naked eye. Actually, I have been following the movement of these two planets getting closer to each other in the sky every day. You can actually see them coming together, which is so beautiful. This conjunction is happening in the nakshatra of Uttarashada. This nakshatra represents the power to give unstoppable victory. So this is a very highly significant time. This conjunction is happening on the winter solstice, which is the shortest day. The day will start expanding from there. So even for us, things will start expanding from there. We will see and feel the effects of this conjunction for quite some time. This conjunction is completing a major cycle, almost a 600-year-old cycle that has been going on in the universe. So even we will complete some cycles, maybe some karmas that we have been repeatedly going through the same cycle again and again for many lifetimes in the last many hundred years. Since it's happening in Capricorn, we are beginning our earth cycle. Capricorn is an earth element like Taurus and Virgo. So the earth elements will be majorly affected by this conjunction. When I say we are starting an earth cycle, remember the last conjunction happened in a fire sign. So we were in a fire cycle and we were just running, trying to achieve our goals, running full throttle like fire burning and moving forward. But now when it is happening in the earth energy, which started in March, and then because of the retrogrades they were again separate, and now again they are coming back. So from March we are seeing that earth is reinventing herself, earth is healing herself. She put everything on lockdown, she shut everything down so that she could heal herself. She has grounded herself, she has rejuvenated herself. So the emphasis is going to be on yourself, which has been in the last few months, right? You are bound to ground yourself. The conjunction has seen to it that everyone was grounded for the last few months, just like the earth energy. So we have become much more grounded, we have become much more stable, much more balanced, I would say. We are looking at things from a different perspective. The bright and shiny things that we were running behind are no longer important. Now we are coming back to our roots, we are coming back to the ground. We were flying high earlier, now we are very grounded. We know the importance of the essential commodities, we know the importance of the health workers and the cleaners and the basic service providers, which we were ignoring earlier. This conjunction will teach us the lessons of what is important in our life, what is not, how to be grounded, how to create more stability, security in our life, not to run behind the glittery things, and give importance to the right things in our life. Remember, Jupiter is dharma or knowledge, and Saturn is karma and also wisdom. So spirituality will also be increased a lot in the next coming years. We will begin to see and understand new truths in a new way that we didn't earlier, and we have already done that in the last few months, right? We have started seeing life differently, we have started seeing the value of things and people differently. So these are the lessons that we will learn. You will learn more about yourself, your life. You will see it in a different way that you didn't earlier. Hidden truths will be revealed, cycles will end, things that were not serving your life purpose, your life path may be exposed, because Guru is about Gyan. The Jupiter is all about giving you the knowledge and wisdom. Karma is bringing the wisdom, teach you what is important in your life, what is not, what you need to let go of, what you need to hold on to, where you need to set your priorities, where you need to select what is supposed to be in your life, what you're supposed to let go. So we are going to all make drastic changes in our lives, which we will see within the next few months, maybe years or so, depending on each one's chart. So now let's see what the cards have to say to us regarding this conjunction. Let's see what energy this conjunction will bring into our lives. What energy will the conjunction bring into our lives? We have freedom, and I just spoke about it, right? That we will cut off old cycles and begin new cycles. So it will bring freedom. Let the unicorns set you free. Wow. So many of you who have been stuck in bad jobs, bad relationships, unhealthy toxic patterns will now decide to let it all go and end it. Time has come to close old cycles. Things that are not making you happy, relationships, jobs that are not giving you the satisfaction, the happiness, the fulfillment that you seek, you will let go and move on in life. Let's pull out one more card from the Sacred Traveler deck. Surrendering to the journey. Release control. Again, same thing as freedom. So where have you been trying to control your life? Where have you been trying to hold on to things desperately and make things happen as per your choice, as per your life? You wanted to make things happen in a certain way. You want everything to be as per your wish. So the universe is asking to stop trying to control your life, and we can't control it any which ways, right? So we have to surrender to the journey. We have to go with the flow. We have to allow life to take us where it wants to take us. We have to allow the universe to decide where we are supposed to go. If we keep holding on tightly to things that don't no longer serve us, we will just be injuring ourselves mentally and emotionally and physically. So we have to let go. Don't hold on too tight. Go with the flow. You will reach where you're meant to be. You will be where you're meant to be, with whom you're meant to be. Let's pull out one more energy card. Let's see what else the conjunction will bring in our lives. We have trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Wow. So we have to let go of that fear and control that we have been holding on to for some time, not letting go, not trusting the journey, not surrendering to the journey. So we have to free ourselves now and let it all go and know that we will be supported with or without the people around us we are holding on to. So we have to let go of the things that we are desperately trying to control and catch, and whether it is money, your house, your jobs, or your business, or a relationship, whatever it is that makes you feel comfortable and secure. The universe is asking you to set yourself free, to surrender to the journey, to release control, to trust your path and go with the flow. Big emphasis on letting go and going with the flow. So let us pull out some tarot to see what cycles will we end. What cycles will we end during this conjunction? What cycles will we end with this conjunction? I'll pull out all three cards and then we'll see what is coming up. The Strength card had fallen now earlier, but I put it back, so it's come out again. Okay, so what I feel here is that the cycle we will be ending is of being stuck in our thoughts and overthinking and sleepless nights, worry, anxiety and insomnia that we have been having. We will end that cycle, find our strength where we were giving away our strength to others, where we were giving our power away. Today in my workshop I was talking about it. Where are we giving our power away to people, places and situations and allowing them to manipulate us or making excuses for not doing what we are supposed to do. So we need to take our power back. We will be taking our power back and we will making the move that we are supposed to make. We will be apologizing where we need to apologize. We will be making the offer of love where we need to make. I feel it will be love for most of the people here because the love card has come up. It could be a very destined relationship with the infinity symbol here. The Strength card, it's a major relationship in your life. Could be a soulmate twin flame relationship. Also could mean that you have been playing games in love, you have been very immature in love, and you have been offering your cup too many times to too many people, and now you will gain the strength and understanding. It has caused you a lot of angst and anxiety, and now you are gaining the strength. You are controlling your inner instincts. You are finding the strength to ground yourself and do what is right, not run around with your cup offering it to everyone and making the apologies where you're supposed to make. So let us see what new cycles will we start with this conjunction. What new cycles will we start? What new cycles will we start? We have the Emperor, the King of Rods, And we got the Page of Cups again. Wow. Big time love coming up here. Okay, by the way, Strength is the card of Leo and Emperor is the card of Aries. King of Rods could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Page of Cups could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So I feel you will be starting a cycle of offering the love to the right person with more maturity and more in your king energy than in the cup energy, like a little boy or with an immature attitude that you were going into love. You will now go with a more mature attitude and you will go with a more solid offer, a more concrete offer. You will behave in a more respectful way, in a more dignified way, and offer the right things to the person. You will do what is the right thing that you have been avoiding doing out of fear or control issues or whatever. And now the time has come for you to do the right thing, and you will take your power back. With that strength you will come into your emperor energy. This is also the divine masculine card, the emperor. So you will come into the emperor energy and you will make the move that you're supposed to make. The king of rods is a card of action, of taking the control of your life and moving forward, of taking action, taking solid action and doing the right thing, moving forward in a direction, making decisions, making the right choices. So I guess you will be where you were holding your cup back and not offering that apology and that love in a relationship. You will now offer it to the right person. It could also be for your work or business where you were not taking the right initiative. You will probably take it now with more maturity. The universe has given you time to reflect on it, learn the lessons, and now you're ready in the emperor and the king energy to take the right action and move in the right direction. Okay, so let's see what changes we can expect in ourselves. What changes can we expect in ourselves? We have refusing to see, the heart chakra, and opportunity beckons. So the change we will see in ourselves is that where we were stuck up, this is the Two of Swords. In the normal tarot you see it as a woman holding the two swords across her heart, blocking her heart and with a blindfold on her eyes. She refusing to see the truth. Wherever you have been refusing to see the truth, you will now see it very clearly. The universe will force you to see the truth, to acknowledge your truth, to acknowledge what is right, and you will now have to take off your blindfold and confront the truth, accept the truth, and take charge of your life. You can't be in this victim mode and mentality all your life. And the planets are not going to allow you. Jupiter and Saturn conjunction is going to push you to take the correct action, do your karma as per dharma. And wherever you have been refusing to see the right thing and do the right thing, being in victim mode and blocking your heart and trying to protect yourself and control things around you so that you are not hurt, the universe is telling you to open your heart. You got the heart chakra, so it's time for you to open your heart, to allow your love to flow. Wherever you have been blocking your love, you had opportunities that were beckoning you. That is universe. If you can see, there is a infinity symbol on the earth. So the earth was calling you. The universe needs you to help in the mission work of the earth, and this is a destined path that you are supposed to take, but you were refusing to trust the universe. You were refusing to open your heart. You were refusing to see the truth. You were too much in ego, too much trying to control the situation, too much trying to control your life. But the universe now is telling you to set free. It has also asked you to let go of control issues and turn around and take the opportunity that is coming to you. This is the last opportunity that you will get. Open your heart or you will lose all opportunities. Stop being in the Four of Cups energy, looking at spilt milk. What is gone is gone. We need to just let it go and move forward. We can't keep crying over spilt milk. We have to be mature and pick ourselves and keep moving. So how will it affect our love and romantic life? Let's see how this conjunction will affect our love and romance. We have very soon. We have deception. And we have honeymoon. So some way we have been in this deceptive energy and someone was wearing a false mask, and now the universe is going to force them to take this mask off. You can't keep deceiving people forever. When we try to deceive others, we are actually deceiving ourselves. You cannot deceive another person except yourself. The only person you are deceiving here is you, because you yourself are hurting yourself. The other person will not lose anything, you will lose a good person because of the mask you're wearing. So it's time to let go of this deception and this false mask that you have been wearing. It's time to take it off, and once you do that, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So clearly decide what you want and take the action, and then you will definitely be able to enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. You can go on the honeymoon, get married to the right person, but for that you need to take your mask. So let's see what guidance is coming from the universe. What is the guidance coming from the universe? What is the guidance coming from the universe for the conjunction? We have hold your vision, fixed moon. You are very close to achieving your goal, the gibbous moon. And we have prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. And we did get the, I think this was the card, trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? So believe that you will be supported, that prosperity lies ahead. The universe will provide for you emotionally, mentally, spiritually and financially. You will have all the abundance that you require and you want. So we need to hold our vision of the right path that we need to take. If you have some dream that you need to fulfill, whether it's a new job or a new business or a new relationship or love or marriage or whatever vision you have, whatever dream you have, you are very close to achieving your goal. So hold your vision, hang on to it, and believe that if you take the right decisions and the right path, prosperity will lie ahead. The universe will support you. So finally, let's pull out what blessings will come to us. What blessings will come to us with the conjunction? What blessings will come to us with the conjunction? A blessing of the air, a blessing of forgiveness, a blessing of the earth. Wow. And this conjunction is happening in the earth sign, so earth is supporting you. You may be earth signs, you or the other person. So you need to ground yourself. Earth also may mean that something tangible will come to you, a definite offer. Air is about messages of intuitions, of receiving messages from people or someone. Air, Gemini, Libra and Aquarius. So maybe someone from these signs may be significant at this time for you. You may receive some messages, you may be able to speak your truth, you may be able to breathe now, a sigh of relief. Maybe the ordeal you were going through was suffocating you and now you are set free and you can breathe again. Air also brings a lot of messages, lot of intuitions, lot of insights that you may receive. A blessing of forgiveness, and we got the Page of Cups twice, which is the apology card. So maybe you need to ask someone for an apology and you're getting the blessing of forgiveness. They will forgive you. They will let bygones be bygones. They will let go of the old hurt, past pain that you have caused them, and they will forgive you. But for that you will have to ground yourself and give them a very tangible offer. Come forward with something very concrete and definite. Don't go back in the old cycle. Don't go back with the same old patterns and same old cycles. Don't repeat that. Give us a tangible proof that you have changed and your apology means something. Because I always say a sorry without change in behavior is just manipulation. It's all mind games. If people don't change, they keep saying sorry but they'll keep repeating that pattern. It doesn't mean much, right? So we need to make that proper change and give a very tangible offer before we can get the blessing of forgiveness. But forgiveness will definitely come your way if you make the right apology and convey the truth to the people concerned. So now let's pull out some alphabets and charms and some zodiac signs to see what will get affected. Let's pull out some alphabets from this beautiful box to see what is coming out for us. Maybe some further messages. It could be the first name, last name, or middle name of someone who will be important for you during this conjunction or after it for the next 6 months or more. So we have E, we have A, we have U. You can form words out of it and let me know if you can put it in the comments. We have E again, O, one more O, and we have T. Do you see these are all vowels except the T, all vowels, A, E, O and U. One more message I'm getting is that how we speak, what words we use, our intonations are very important. How we speak and what we say and how we say it will be very important in the next 6 months, especially when we go to apologize to someone. So use the right words and use the right tone of voice. Vowels normally define how you speak, how you pronounce the words, and it's more about intonation. So be careful to say the right things in the right way with the right tone of voice is what I'm getting here. Alright, let's pull some numbers to see if any particular date is coming out. These could be birth dates, life path numbers, or any date that could be important. So we have 4, we have 19. Don't worry, I'll put a close-up picture of these once I'm done. We have 9. We have 0. We have a plus sign, a minus sign, and an equal sign. So somewhere I feel the plus and the minus will get equaled out and things will get balanced is what I'm picking from this. Now I will pull out some zodiac signs to see which zodiac signs will be important to you in the next 6 months. Which zodiac signs will be important to you in your life. We have Taurus, Capricorn, both earth signs, and Gemini, which is the air sign, and we got air here and we got earth here, so we got all air and earth only. So these 3 signs may be important in your life during the conjunction and after it. Let's pull out some charms from this bag. So we have a bow, so you may receive a gift. This is not usually a bow that you tie on a gift. So you may receive a gift. We have this cage and a bird inside. So somewhere you may have been feeling stuck up inside a cage where you are blocked completely, and we got the card of freedom. So it is time for you to break this cage and get out of it. It could be anything. It could be a cage in the physical, like a job, a business, a relationship, a house, a city. Or it could be in your mind where you are stuck in your old beliefs, in your addictions, your cycles that you're repeating again and again. So again, a call for freedom that we had. Wow, we have a snowflake. So definitely something important happening during Christmas. Christmas may bring something. We have one more bow here. This is a bow that men wear during parties or a formal event. So there could be some formal party that you call to or invited to, a wedding, a engagement, or it could be your own engagement, wedding or party, events or gifts being received here during the conjunction. We have a doll. So someone may be viewing you as a doll, or you may dress up. There's one more here with the bow on a. So there is definitely a lot of sweet things, cute things that you may receive, or you someone may treat you like a delicate doll or a beautiful doll. Then we have ice cream. So yes, sweetness, goodness coming into your life. We have butterfly, transformation, change, definitely. We have candy here. So more sweetness. If you see, there's so much pink here, and there's a pink nail polish as well. So yeah, definitely dressing up. You're going to dress up some formal occasion, decking up to go out. Something good is coming. Happiness is coming. There is a camel here. So camel is, they say, ship of the desert. So someone may travel. It's an animal of travel. So some of you may travel, or you may be connected to someone or a place where there's a desert, or you may be holding on to a lot of emotions. You know, the camel stores water in its hump. So you may be storing that water in your hump, or you may be holding on to your emotions in your heart and not letting them out, and now the time has come to let them out. We also have a dolphin, which is about being playful, being loving and joyful and dancing and being very playful and fun. So yes, good things are definitely coming into your life, and we did get the honeymoon card, right? And we have one more snowflake. So Christmas is emphasized a lot. Something definitely happening after the solstice during the end of the year. And we have an angel wing. It's a beautiful angel wing, a golden angel wing. So the angels are definitely protecting you and taking care of you, blessing you. We have the number 1 dice. So the number 1 may be important to you. It could be the 1st of January, it could also be your birthday or your life path number, and it may be important number of someone important to you. We also have the key here. So you may find the key finally to the lock that has been, or a door that has been locked to you for quite some time, may now open up. You may find the key to it. You may finally be able to open a door, or your heart or some emotions or someone else's heart may open with this key, or an opportunity may open with this key. A new job, a new door will open for you in business, work, house, could be anything. And finally we have a lotus here with the Om sign behind. So this is, lotus is definitely a very sacred symbol, and it denotes spirituality, it denotes beauty, it denotes rising above the muck of the world and lifting yourself above it. So if you have been stuck in this materialistic world in patterns, addictions, or cycles, repeating cycles, maybe now you will be able to see through all that maze and see through all those illusions and rise like the lotus above all this materialistic world, rise above the attachments and rise above the control issues, rise above the addictions like the lotus, rise above the muck and bloom in the sunlight. So you will be able to rise above these materialistic things. The lotus is a symbol of that, right? That's why it's used in religious ceremonies, because it denotes the ability to rise above the materialistic things and stay above it without being touched by it. Even though your roots are in the material world, but your higher consciousness is rising above that materialistic muck. And lotus is your Sahasrara chakra or your crown chakra, where the lotus, you are open to the divine, your connection to the divine is strong, you may connect to the divine. And I did say in the beginning that spirituality is a very important factor here. So you may become spiritual and you may see the higher truths and the bigger picture, and you may rise above all this. Let's pull out some dice to see what messages are coming. And we have the cat. The cat is someone who can see in the dark. They also have 9 lives and they are very, very clairvoyant. The cats can see, they can see spirits, they can see energies. They are very, very sensitive creatures. They can recognize people's energies. They can recognize, they can see beyond the veil of illusions and the darkness. So somewhere the universe is asking you to be like the cat. Be aware of the energies around you, be aware of the people around you, pick their energies, be aware of who is good, who is bad, who's carrying positive energy, who's carrying negative energy. See through the darkness, see through the darkness of this world, of these illusions and these materialistic things, and wake up and see the truth. And we have an eagle. So eagle is again talking about rising above. They say when it rains, the eagle doesn't get wet in the rain because it flies above the cloud that is raining. So rise above the cloud that is raining and rise and see the bigger picture. See through the veil of illusion, see through the darkness, see through the distance. Understand the bigger picture and see the truth. And we have a plug. So it is time for you to plug in, to connect with someone, to get your light on. Because if you are unplugged from the world, you are unplugged from yourself, or your mind and your heart are unplugged, you will never see the truth. You will never be able to know what the universe wants to speak to you, or you have unplugged yourself from someone. You need to plug. Then only the energy will flow. Then only you will be able to see. Unless you don't plug to a source. So it could also be about plugging to source. Unless you won't plug yourself to the source through the crown chakra, you will not be able to receive energy. You will always feel tired and disillusioned and stuck in the material world, stuck in the repeating cycles, patterns and addictions, stuck in the illusions of this world. So you need to plug into source and gain wisdom and see the truth. Yes, we have the eye. So again it is about seeing the truth. That was my last sentence and we got the eye. So yes, you need to open your eye. You need to concentrate on your third eye. See the truth. See beyond the illusions. See beyond time and space. See beyond all the facade that is created around you. See through all this materialistic things and see the bigger picture. See the real truth that exists. One last one. We have the crown. So, and we did get the king of rods and the emperor in the cards, and we have the lotus, and now we have the crown. So it could be about your crown chakra to see the illusion through all these illusions and materialistic cycles and patterns and ego games and mind games. You have to connect with your crown chakra. You have to open your crown chakra and connect to divine. That is the only path. Plug into the source. So these are the messages that are coming for the Jupiter Saturn conjunction. I hope you liked them. If they resonated with you, do like, share, subscribe. I would love to hear your comments below. Thank you so much for connecting with me. Do follow me on Instagram to get quick updates on the weekly energies. I do keep posting a lot of spiritual stuff and some weekly card readings there. So follow me on Instagram. I'll put the link below, and thank you for taking the time for connecting with me. Take care. Bye bye.